Now, something that I definitely wanted to talk about. People were asking me for a long time when will there be a financial collapse astrologically? And I know that many of the financial channels have been covering it, even more so in recent weeks when they've been upping the ante, talking about this financial collapse. Personally, I said it would happen before Pluto left Capricorn for the final time, because we have Pluto representing destruction and transformation. When it entered when it entered Capricorn, we had the crash of 2008, and I thought by the time it left Capricorn for the final time, that would be the end of the current financial paradigm, and we'll see a crash. Now, what I'm beginning to believe is the crash has happened, but we're not noticing it for several reasons, and I'm going to give you some points to show you this. Now, under Boris Johnson, as you know, who came in with a mandate to reduce immigration, because that's generally what people voted for, who voted for Brexit and the Tories when Boris came in, let about 1 million new people coming to the country, and borders were very wide open, and he did nothing about mass immigration. Now, apparently he was advised that after COVID, inflation was going to be absolutely rampant. Many people didn't want to go back to work and didn't want to go back to the office. And the only way to avert a financial catastrophe was through mass immigration and to open the borders and to allow as many people in as possible. Interesting, isn't that? And that's apparently why he did it. And I believe that you guys can easily verify it. If I have a chance after this, I'll pop up a graphic to show you that bit of information. Okay, so that's one graphic. So the next thing is, they always did quantitative easing, money printing, to alleviate economic woes. What they do now is human quantitative easing, through bringing more and more people into the country through both illegal and legal immigration. It's keeping up the GDP falsely, and it's creating a whole nother economy. You know, I've talked about the fact that there's now a huge economy around housing the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, processing them, the languages, the hotels, the services to the hotels, the electric bikes or the ordinary bikes they'll get given, the catering, the cleaning, and around that there's going to be enormous network of services are now growing up around accommodating mass immigration through the that's come across the channel, etc. And immigrants being brought in from Afghanistan because they helped the British troops and now being evacuated. There are more and more people coming into the country that need to be processed, that need to have houses built for them, that need services. And this is creating a whole other industry. But the industry is not organic. It's all backed by taxpayer money, right? We have another industry as well, which is the climate change industry, which is also based off government initiatives rather than organic. It's not growing up because there's a massive demand. It's another example of an industry that's being created and funded through generally taxpayer money. So as you can see, the old economy has sort of very much withered and died off at the bone. And we have a new kind of government incentivized, taxpayer driven, state state-powered economy. So I do think we've moved from one economic paradigm to another. We have effectively had kind of a financial crash, and we're moving into something new. Now, something I saw interesting today was a tweet saying that the UK lost 109,000 jobs during the month of May. And they said it's not even being reported. Now, if America, which is about 5 times the size of the UK, lost 500,000 jobs, if you scale it up for America, they said that that would create a crisis on Wall Street. Everyone would be talking about it. But despite the fact they made a big woo of Liz Truss, now that it's Labour, the press are quiet. So we are going through some form of economic collapse, and no one's talking about it. But you can see it. You can almost taste it. You can perceive it. You can see that so many industries are struggling. So many people are struggling. I mean, 109,000 people in 1 month out of work, and no one's even reporting it. So what I'm trying to say is, I think the financial collapse has happened. It did happen before Pluto left Capricorn, but we just are not seeing it because they aren't being able to mask it as we move into something new. To say finally, we have the world's richest supposed man, Elon Musk. Most of his money has come from government contracts, not through free enterprise, not through because he's such a wonderful entrepreneur and people love the product. And that encapsulates what we are living through now. Everything we see emerging is backed off a government initiative. It's like in a way, it's communism because it's a planned economy. The government are choosing winners and losers in terms of industry and backing certain industries at the expense of others based on ideology, like climate ideology. But we also have fascism, where certain people who are in the know and in with government get the government contracts and then become enormously wealthy. So that is why I say the old economy is withering away, and we have a totally new thing emerging that people don't yet see clearly and don't yet have a name for, but it's very, very different.